test if everything's working. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I should have my mic up here actually. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I should have my mic up here actually. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Yep, pretty good. That'll do anyway. Again, it's weird how it's so loud for me, but I can just turn it down like that. Right. Welcome back. Another night of work on my Typescript game engine. Electron game engine, I don't know. Currently titled the Unrealistic Engine. Tonight I was hoping that maybe I could get the details panel property views working. So like for numbers, have like a number input box, and for text input, etc. Booleans is a checkbox. Yeah, so work out that kind of mapping. Maybe do a little bit of styling on the details panel, and maybe do a little bit of work on the sorry, what am I trying to say? Do some work on the reflection system. Before I get started, I did find something that was pretty cool while I was at work today. That would be cool to use. So in Unreal they use recast navigation and detour for nav mesh generation and pathfinding. And I saw there is a WebAssembly recast.js. There's a WebAssembly, I guess, port of it, not really port, that works in JavaScript. Yeah, that's here. So yeah, so that's going to be pretty cool to be able to use pretty much the same nav system. Yeah, I think it was this. Yeah. They did have a 3JS sort of wrapper as well. Recast. So I might end up using the 3 version, I'm not sure, we'll see. But anyway, I thought that was cool, so looking forward to getting a bit further into engine and implementing stuff like that. Anyway, I should get on with it because I'm not going to go too late tonight, so I'm pretty tired and I've got to get up early in the morning. But would like to make a little bit of progress today. Take out my gum, that's gross. Yeah, so I guess the first thing, let me just look through some of the code, and then I think the first thing I'll do is maybe a little bit of tidy up of the details panel. But I would like to quickly refresh myself on what I did last time. So we have the reflection system, which is pretty simple. It's just a dictionary. One thing I was thinking of is I should probably, you know, I've got these classes here, which is good, but it would be nice if this type, like basically this was an object, like a UProperty object. And that way I can store extra metadata about the property, not just the name of it. And then we can have the same thing for U classes and like U class, have an actual like class object for U class that contains a list of U properties. So it's something I was thinking about today. I won't probably do that right now, but would be good to do that. Get properties of. Yeah, so also like with this, we could do a get properties of, let me see if I can do it real quick. Static properties of, and then we do a template, extends actor. Well, actually it doesn't have to extend anything. It's fine. Get properties of properties from maybe. And then let me just see real quick how I did it with actor. I forget the subclass of. That's right. Object, I guess. Implement that. Then class name will be class type dot I think name, and then from there I can return this dot registered classes class name like that, and that basically will allow me, rather than having to already have an instantiated object, I could do like get properties from like I don't know, skylights component, for example, and I could just pass the type in like that, pass the class. I don't actually need an instantiated skylight. Yeah, not that I need that right now. I just, as I was reading that code, just then noticed that that would be potentially helpful. Looks like we don't actually even need T here. Let's see, reflection. Yeah, so that all makes sense. Skylight. Yeah, skylight is just a basic wrapper, and then we did a little bit of work in the outliner to convert over to the editor's selected actors. Yep. And then the details panel. So display actor. Yeah, anytime the selection changes, we update this. Oh yeah, this is so right now we only support selecting or like displaying a single actor's properties in the details panel. So if you select a whole bunch, it'll be whichever one is the first in that array, which is probably just going to be the first thing you select, like if you were able to like shift click a few things. So that'll make sense. If there's nothing selected, then we'll just clear it. Yeah. I do wonder if I should be like dynamically not doing this stuff if display act is nothing, but I'm not entirely sure how to do that just yet. Is there an H5? There is. Yeah. Wait a second, I just noticed my actor selection is broken again. What the hell? What the hell? It's supposed to... Ah, yeah, like that. Select in blue. I wonder why that didn't work. Maybe it just didn't load properly or something. Are we getting errors? Yes. Because when I map this, I also want to take in the index and probably just set the key index. Let's see. No other errors. Okay. Maybe that was why this wasn't working. Cool. So I think what I'll do then is start setting up a system to change the component that's used for these. Let me boot up, well, not boot up Unreal, but get a screenshot of it. Yeah, here we go. Because I want to like, not to like try and copy them. Well, yeah, basically copy them, copy Unreal, but not to like steal it. Basically, I just want to like challenge myself to implement Unreal with Typescript. So what they do is have, so this is the details panel. God, there's a lot here, isn't there? Basically a list of components that's searchable, rename component, or rename actor, and then you can ignore the favorites thing. That's just a, yeah, it's a better image. Yeah, and that's not even in the content browser. Trying to find a good example. Here we go. So that one is Unreal 4, this one's Unreal 5. Same type of thing though, so these are categories. So I guess I'll just keep that off to the side, both of these, as kind of reference to work from. And I don't know why, but that just reminded me that I think I learned how to do yesterday, slight tangent, bear with me, but where do we do this? Directional light. Remember how yesterday I couldn't get this working, where I wanted to pass stuff in here like that? I think the way you do it, if I was reading this correctly today, is export function UProperty that, and then return an inner function, I think. And then this is like string, or like, I don't know, text here is string. Yes, that is how you do it. Yeah. So, but now all of these obviously have to implement it like that. Where else do we? But I do want it to be like this because I can pass through different parameters to the UProperty. I probably don't want it to be a string necessarily, but let me just make sure that still works. Yeah, it does. Yeah, so that's how that works. So I might as well, before I even really use uClass, convert that over as well. So basically, function uClass, and that returns the function which does the constructor. And now it's like that. So since I'm not doing any property stuff yet, I'll take that off, which makes me have to update all of this. But yeah, basically in here I'll have potentially things like I don't know, like slider, and then stuff like maybe like that slider that goes between 0.0 1.0 if it's a number type. Not sure exactly on the syntax I would use for that. Yeah, or other different properties we might need to expose. So yeah, and that makes that a uClass. And yeah, I don't really need uFunction just yet, but you know what, let's just add it while we're doing export. uFunction, return function uFunction. I'm not sure what the function thingy is. Expects too few arguments. Too few arguments. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me quickly look up. So Typescript decorators. And I was also reading about how these sort of became like standard without needing the experimental flag. So the tutorials are kind of split between, yeah, like this new method here and this old method which requires this. So if you happen to be following along, don't get confused about that. Yeah, so where we got function decorators, class stuff. I must have scrolled past it. Ah, yeah, logged method. So I guess it's this is the type, maybe. Looks like it, yep. So there's uFunction sorted as well. And just to be sure, if I was to do like test num was a number, that would require me to put in some sort of number here. Cool. Very good. Anyway, yeah, we don't really use these two yet. We do use this, obviously. But we'll see. I don't know. If I get sick of doing details panel stuff, I might switch to reflection. But anyway, before I get too much more, well, here, let me commit. Function, class. What I want to do is inject the component property with basically a how am I going to call this, like a property renderer component. So for example, let's make a property, and in here we go number property. Yeah. Export default function number property. So like that, then if I quickly make a text property, not sure if I'll keep these named like this, but it works for now. Text prop, and what's one more that we would want? Color, maybe. Okay. So somewhere in the editor, God, I hate this song. You hear that like out of tune singing in the background? Or maybe it's just me, but I really don't like that, so switch it up. Okay. Yeah, so I need to find somewhere in the editor to basically inject these or register them. Well, I mean, we do it right here, so we could do register property view. So if I put the word view in all these, that'll help make this super clear that it's like a property renderer, which I guess is another thing I could have called it, but so I need something for the type. I'm not sure what that'll be yet. I'll just put any, and the second argument will be the actual component. And not sure, I guess just string the ID, like the type, like name, and that. Okay. So this is, I guess, type name, then string. Type name, and that will equal components. And then we just need a getter, protected, no, I guess this would be public. Public. Also, I'm not sure why this is protected. And this. And this. There we go. Things outside of the editor could technically register editor panels. I don't see why not. So now if we go get property view for type name string, that will return a React component or undefined, and then we can just return this dot registered views type name, just like that. Pretty sure that'll return undefined if it's not there. Okay, so now I guess we just do the register in here, dump it in with everything else. Register property view. I might make another helper function, public register property views. Nah, screw it, it's fine. So now if we do this dot register property view, so we're going to do how's it going, CVVNNXX, not sure how you want that pronounced, but how's it going? Welcome in. I'm just making a custom game engine based on Unreal Engine in Typescript, so basically with web tech. A few days into it, but getting there. I'm just working on the details panel right now, which is where we can like kind of see and customize information about different actors in the scene. Super thrilling stuff, I know. But hopefully if you're here you like this type of stuff, or are just keen to hang out with some chill nighttime programming vibes. Anyway, I'll try not to yabber on too much. Type name. So if I want to register for number, like how do I get the name number, I guess? How long have I been working on the project? I think about a week or so. I don't know how to check in here. Yeah, I think about a week. So pretty early on at the moment, but having a good time. I guess this just would be like number maybe, and then we can return number property view. Do you do much programming yourself, CV? Out of interest. I guess this is string here. Text property view, and then finally we had color for the skylight. So the type of color is That is a good question. What is that type going to be? So skylight, light color, intensity. Oh wait, I have another problem here. When the details panel is mapping the components. Okay, I can fix that. Oh yeah, what type of stuff do you do? Like more web stuff or games or? At the moment I'm using React and Electron with Typescript. And this is 3JS, the renderer. So the key here will be index. Generally find that index is like good for everything with this map function. Hit it with a refresh. There we go. Not sure why I'm trying to upload a 3D texture. Why did you choose TypeScript instead of C++? Well, I kind of just wanted to try out like web technology mainly because for the UI capabilities, React. Yeah, I was working on one before in C#, a different engine. C++, I'm not the best with C++. I do use it for work in Unreal Engine, but that's kind of not like, I don't know if I'd be good enough to like write a game engine from scratch in C++. So I'm kind of just sticking to the tools I know. This definitely isn't like the best probably way to make an engine, and I probably might not necessarily even release it, but it's kind of fun to take a stab at programming something semi-unique with TypeScript. I feel like a lot of examples you see with React and TypeScript are always like kind of more websites or more like business software. So yeah, I thought making a game engine would be fun. I don't mind TypeScript. It is tricky though. I would prefer to be using a different language if I'm honest. But it is pretty good. It's at least strongly typed, which is good. But yeah, the fact that it disappears at runtime, like it's now JavaScript and the TypeScript is gone, makes things a little tough, like reflection, which I've had to make my own system for. Right, so what I want to see, speaking of reflection, I want to see what types these come back as. Okay, I guess it would just be objects, maybe. Because somehow I need to detect that this is a color. Like I could potentially put something in here, but I don't really want to have to mark it up like that. I prefer to use this. 3.color. I wonder what happens if I was to log the light color. How things would look. Actually, that's another nice thing of TypeScript is that it instantly, like, as I make changes in here, it just like instantly updates. There's probably ways to do that with C++ too, but it kind of works out of the box. With not necessarily TypeScript, but the build system I'm using, which is Vite. Like, Okay, so what does that print as now? Color, and the prototype does here we go. Do we get a constructor? We do. Constructor name is color beauty. That's what I want. That's the type. So what is the ultimate goal of this project? You just want to build an engine or some game also on top of it. I'm not really aiming to build a game necessarily with this. If I was going to build a game, I'd just do it in Unreal. Maybe if I take this engine super far, then I'll build a game, but it's more, the goal basically is just to learn how to make an engine from scratch. It's quite like a reasonably complex programming task to get all the sort of components of an engine working nicely together. Yeah, so, and I make games for my job, so it's kind of nice to do something a little different after work. But obviously if I do take this engine pretty far and it works, you know, like it becomes a usable product, then I probably will, you know, have to test making a game with it. Yeah, no huge goal. It's just a chill, relaxing sort of programming project. Fun to learn. And I've never used React before, so it's kind of nice to learn something new. Yeah, so now what I want to do is see then when the reflection does its pass, if I can actually show the type of that as well. So prop type, is it like, is type of a thing? It is. And yeah, so that'll return if it's a function or whatever. Property name on of type, and then we'll put the type in there. So now that's going to give me like the JavaScript type of these. Oh, wait, of type undefined? What? Do I plan to make this project open source? Yeah. If I do release it, I'll probably just chuck it up on GitHub. It isn't right now, it's just like a local repo. But yeah, I'm not really intending to sell it or anything like that. In fact, I mean, I could like, yeah, I don't know. The thing is, there's so many better engines to use to make a game that I don't know if I'd really want to encourage people to use this one, but it could be good on GitHub as like a learning example of how you could put an engine together, I suppose. Yeah, no huge plans just yet. Still got a ton of work to do to get anything sort of even remotely useful happening. Why is that type coming back as is type of maybe not what I want? Oh yeah, it's type of. Oh wait, it's the type of the value, is it? Oh yeah, no, that should be fine. So if I just get rid of the type then, What does this say? Undefined, what the hell? Throwing a little bit of a spanner in the works. What does that show? Scene components. Prototype. So do these variables not exist yet? That's problematic. Okay, so because what I'm trying to do is harvest, I've got the name and parent class. I'm trying to actually harvest what the type might be at the same time. This is a function, right? What happens then if I did parent class? That. It hates it, that's for sure. Class constructor cannot be invoked without new. Okay, new then. So the print is before. Okay, so there we go. So I might. Yeah, that's pretty tough that I have to new that up though. I don't really want to necessarily be doing that, but I guess I'll do it like this, and then const prop type is now class default object with that property name and the type of that. Of type number, string, object number. That's right. Can also get rid of this print. So now this one that says object, that is the color on the Skylight component. This UProperty right here, I need to, and also let me just make that color, so it has to be a color. I need to try and get it to tell me not just that it's an object, but that it's a color. I need to try and harvest that data as well. So back in reflection, if prop type is equal to object, then I could just override prop type with prop type dot constructor dot name. Is that going to be a thing? Number, string, string number. What the hell? Prop type. I just get object. Dots. I'm so close. Prop type. Oh, well, yeah, what the hell? Never mind. The problem is that this is... I can't get a constructor from the string. I need to get it from here. There we go. Boom, of type color. Sweet. So that's super sick because I've kind of got runtime types now in JavaScript. I mean, in TypeScript. Well, yeah, technically in JavaScript. The TypeScript compiler is now going to tell me what these are, the types of these, which is super cool. Because now I can map these things, number, string, and color, to be back in the engine. Nope, editor. Three. Three dot color dots name. Okay, and then if I console.log the registered properties, property views, that should show which components we need to use to render each property. This guy. Ooh, we got the wrong one for color. Okay, so that is not how we do that. Prototype dot construct. Is that bad to do? That feels pretty bad. Text. Yeah, why is color giving me text? Okay, so what is this then? Wait, what? It's color? Oh my god. I bet you'll notice that one. It's because I have text here. I'm mapping text to the color property. Very good. Color property view, and does that mean I might just only need to do that and it will probably work? Wait, I need my log back. Log this. And with any luck. Nice. Okay, beauty. Making progress now. Yep, so now I know which renderer to use for each property. We're really rocking now. So so it should know now, because this is a color, to use the color renderer. So in the property render, component property, if I render the property name like that, and then I guess underneath it, window.editor. Get property view for props dots. Wait, I just passed through the property name. Get properties of returns. Okay. Alright, so I need to do a little more work. It's not going to come this easy. What I need then, yeah, so that's just the name for now. What I need is an actual class to handle this. So if I go here and go UProperty, hopefully that's going to be okay with that, considering I have a function also called that. So the UProperty will have protected type name be a string, protected object, or like parent object, which will be of type object, and property name is a string. Hold all this data together. So constructor, can I just explicitly specify that's public? Yeah, good. Okay. String this dot type name equals type name parent object and property name, and then get type name get parent object. Parent's probably not a great name for that. It's not really the parent, it's like the thing the property is on, the object the property's on. But I can rename it later. I should also probably use getters for these, but get property name string property name. Whew, okay, so now we have this data type in our reflection. Yeah, it's kind of it's a little amazing we have both of those, but okay. UProperty. So when we're registering a property, const uprop and what's the first thing it needs is the type, then the parent, which is parent class, and then property name. Okay. So now these registered classes, rather than a string array, it will be a UProperty array. UProperty get properties of class from. There we go. Now we probably broke something else, surely. Yeah, details panel. Wait. Component details? Yeah, so now we can do something like uprop equals okay, it's not happy about this, needs uprop of type UProperty. Yeah, and then this can be return props.uprop.get value or get current value. Property. So we need to add that here. Public get current value. Unfortunately, that'll be any for now, and that's going to return parent object prop name. That'll return whatever it is. Okay, and then we wanted to show uprop.property name. Okay, that's working. Okay, so now I think I'm ready to do the renderer because I have the type. So the renderer will be window.editor.get property view for props.uprop.get type name. Wait, how did I do this in... Where did I do it? I was dynamically rendering property components somewhere. It was like the editor. Editor layout, I think. It's just... Dang it, where was it? It must be in components. Editor pane, was it? Yes, this is... Oh, I deal with a different return. Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah. Oh, wait a second. That's what I am doing though. Component is JSX element. Maybe that's what it's supposed to be. Ret component or undefined. Oh, it's just, it doesn't want to do it if it's null. Okay. Well, that was pretty straightforward. Text prop, number prop, color prop. Okay, beauty. So it is actually working. Should do like a div. So that it busts it down another line and then take those out potentially. Fragments, and then maybe get rid of, in the parent, get rid of that. There we go. Cool. So now, for example, what could happen is the color property. Do you have any day-to-day job? Yeah, I am a game developer. Make video games. I work for and run a company called Usual Suspects, making a game in Unreal. Yeah, that's my day-to-day. So text property, we could just do like input. Is that how you do that? Yeah. For some reason I can't actually type in there, but and then number. I wonder if it's because it's supposed to be like that. Yeah, what the hell? Why can't I type in there? Oh, my input's all getting stolen. That's what's going on. By my input manager. Okay. Input. Yeah, it's probably because of this, right? Yeah, it is. Damn, okay. So do I just not want to prevent default? I guess not. I'm gonna need to serialize this stuff too, but input breaks, text input in details panel. care. So a number honestly is going to be basically the same thing. Except I shouldn't be able to put anything in here. And color, consider working on description a little. Oh yeah? Are you talking about like my description in YouTube? Or are you talking about like how I describe stuff as I'm working? YouTube. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I'm not entirely sure how to do that for a stream, but I can figure that out, I'm sure. Will do. Thanks for the tip, CV. Okay, so now for a color picker, that is going to be a little more complex. And I might want that to be its own component. So for the color picker, I might just cheat in the meantime and just also make that an input. So I'm not, it's been too long implementing that. I'm sure I can find, sit there and spend the time to do it, but it'll be like OX if or something. Or hashtag if. Cool, so now to make sure this is working, on the skylight, if I was to add a new property for, I mean, what sort of stuff is there even? Cast shadow. So public cast shadow. And that will be actually a boolean, which will be false. Make that a UProperty, and in the editor register a view for it, boolean, and then make the property view. How do you do a checkbox? And input type equals checkbox. Okay, boolean property view in here. Import it, and it should. Oh, damn it. Completely broke. How's it going, Quo-mitter? Welcome in. Oh, it's because I spelled it wrong. That'll be why. I guess if the type doesn't have a view, it doesn't really know what to do. So I should probably handle that case. There we go. And cast shadow, because it's a boolean, it knows to put a checkbox there. What's that? Skylight component. But if I change that to a string, for example, now it knows to show the different renderer. So that's cool. So now I just don't even have to worry about what the type is. It'll display the correct thing that I need, basically. So now it'll switch it back to a checkbox. Nice. Have any Discord server how people can contact you? not really a personal one for the YouTube channel. I just kind of have a work one. But I mean, you can just DM me on YouTube if that's a thing, I think. But yeah, no, I don't really have a Discord for this kind of stuff going. But I'm very stoked with this property renderer. Obviously I need to change out what components these are. Oh, YouTube doesn't have DM? Really? Well, you can find me on Twitter. Or I guess DM me on Discord. I'm just gonna go and make a cup of tea real quick. I'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes. Sorry about that, folks. My partner just reminded me I had to put the bins out. It's bin day. The rubbish, trash. And I needed a cup of tea, so we're good. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Where is everyone in the world out of interest? I'm from New Zealand, which is down below Australia. Doing pretty good in the Olympics so far. USA. Hey Shaikh, welcome back. Good to see you again. USA, nice. What was I watching earlier today? You guys won. Was it swimming? It was either swimming. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was swimming. Gymnastics was, I think, Japan won. Right. So I know this is all pretty ugly right now. I will style it up. I'm still not sure whether I'll do too much styling like on stream because it's kind of boring. But the functionality is there for this details panel now, which is good. Or at least the property rendering is there. I guess the next thing to do actually would be to link these to the actual properties. Maybe I'll work on that. Quo, this is Quomitter. This is a custom game engine I'm making from scratch using Typescript, Electron, 3JS, and I'm basing it off Unreal Engine. If you've ever used Unity or Unreal, it's similar type of thing. Goodo. Except mine is a lot shitter. But it's a fun learning project. So yeah, we have like 3D viewport and everything. I've only been working on it about a week or so, but slowly getting there piece by piece. We got like actors and actor spawning components, and I just implemented these property display things here where basically the program's able to kind of read its own source code through these decorators, and like depending on what type of variable these are, like this is a number, this is a boolean, it'll show like a different like element, like a checkbox for a true false value, for example. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. Nothing terribly exciting, unfortunately, but appreciate you all hanging out, having a nice chill relaxing programming stream. Right, anyway, I need to get on with it. So what I'll do next, I guess, is link that love heart thing. Is that you guys doing that? I keep seeing this like heart pop up on the side. Yeah, so I guess I'll link these variables to the properties. Just trying to think of the best way to do that. I guess these components will need to get passed in the actual variable that needs to be able to be set. Unless I want to, you know what I could do, and this is pretty creepy stuff, I could set current value. Basically, I could do a public setter even if it's a protected variable. I think this will work, which is pretty sketch. So what I want to do is this dot parent object, this dot property name, equals u value, and I haven't set up generics for this yet, so it doesn't actually know what the type is, it just knows the name of the type. So I have to use any here for now, but that is fine. So now basically for these, if I was to pass down a component, UProperty. Okay, and then we do props that. The only issue with this is going to be when this goes ahead and renders this out, how does it know? Because this is just React component. Can I inherit this somehow from a different class? React. Do you do much programming there, Quomitter? Out of interest. Sorry for being nosy. It's interesting to me to see what people like, what kind of people watch the stream. I love watching these types of stream, but I'm not sure like if I'm in the minority or what. React.js, let's see. Inherit component. This is going to be tricky then, because how do I pass like property in here if it doesn't know what type it is? Pixapple, welcome back. Man, that's 3 days in a row for you, well done. I am indeed enjoying streaming. It's very kind of you to show up 3 days in a row. We are making progress. Very slowly, but surely. Problem after problem getting resolved. This latest problem though, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to get around it. Property view components. Intrinsic attributes, because this is typed as React component, but I need it typed as something that knows what properties it's going to take. And I mean, what would happen if I did property view base? Is that even a thing I'm allowed to do? It will be so creative if there is an API support in a game engine. API support, that's interesting. Yeah, definitely worth thinking about that. because then I could, on this I could do as property view base. Can I not? Why can't I import that? Refers to a value but is being used as a type here. There's a JSX element there. Yeah, that would be cool. Ah man, how do I get this data in here, guys? Any ideas? Subscribe to you, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Pixapple. I used to make video game like tutorials way back in the day, like probably like 10 years ago, but I delisted them all. So yeah, this is basically the only content on this channel anymore, and I only just started again recently. I feel like I'm close, maybe not though. Maybe this isn't how you do it. UProperty. This is a React component. I just need to pass in some properties that I know will be. I wonder if I did view property view base here. Nah, it doesn't like that at all. How old am I? 29. 29, yeah. I have to calculate it now. Turn 30 next year. I'm making everything in Typescript, yeah. Yep, everything so far. Well, I mean, it depends whether you count like this tiny little bit of HTML. And technically, I'm using React, which means it's TSX, but that's basically just TypeScript with, except I can like return HTML. And also technically CSS. But yeah, it's basically just TypeScript, which just compiles down to JavaScript. So this is literally just a web browser, but it's running like as its own process. But I could make this run in a web browser instead of this its own app here. Yeah, which is a pretty weird way to do it, I think, but it's fun. Man, I just need to solve this issue and then I'll be away. Everything will just fall into place. I just need to pass properties down. React. Yeah, it's a React app. Yeah. I used to use Vue, VUE, which is kind of like React. But then they changed the whole API and I couldn't be bothered learning the new API. So I switched to something else. If I had to learn something new, I wanted to at least try something different. So use React, which I believe is Facebook does React. I have never used Angular before. Would like to check that out sometime. What am I trying to search for here? TypeScript, React, spawn, component. by class or something with props. Ooh, wait a second. I spotted something that might work there. Does this take a template? No. Ooh, here we go. Okay, React dot component. Okay. I think I might have figured it out. Okay. Registered properties. Like this. What are your PC specs? What the heck do I have in here? 1070. 32 gigs of RAM. Actually, I don't remember. Maybe I've got a look. Yeah, 32 gigs of RAM. And what is my CPU? i7 9700K. Yeah, that's what I'm running at the moment. So nothing like terribly impressive, honestly. The 1070 is getting pretty old now. The RAM is quite high, but that's because I use Unreal quite a lot. So for some reason React.component lets me put the type. Oh wait a second. It should be property view props. I got the wrong thing there, and I don't think I exported that, did I? Let's put that in the base. Property view base. Cool. High CVV. Yeah. What are you guys running? What do you guys like to develop on? Property view props. There we go. Okay, we're so close, guys. I can feel it. We just need to change this type to property view props. Here and here. And wait, that's not liking that. Dang, I thought that was it. Okay. JSX element does not have. Yeah, no, that's not right. But maybe JSX dot element also doesn't allow generics. Dang it. Okay, how about this then? Except UProperty view props. Surely that will let me. Do you read the terms and conditions when you download software? Nope. No way. Nah. It's, yeah. Probably we all should, but I don't think anyone does. Okay, so JSX element is now this. Okay. Okay, it accepts these. Why does it accept those though? That's not good. UProperty is missing. That is promising though. Props.uprop. Oh man, we're back. I don't use meta products. Fair enough. Fair enough. I use Messenger. And I've been playing around a little bit with their new AI. It's been pretty cool. But yeah. They're pretty controversial. So I understand some people not wanting to use their stuff. I also have a what do you call it? A Quest, the VR thing. Technically a meta product. So I'm not entirely sure why it's accepting these, considering they don't implement the right stuff, but UProperty view props. Color. And text. Okay, so now all of them should be getting the right stuff. So let me start with, I don't know, intensity. Or no, let's start, where is the text? Sun. So what's that directional light component? Yeah, my string. I use Notepad instead of VS Code sometimes. That's interesting. Notepad++ is pretty good. Yeah, 9 PM is late for me, man. I get so tired. Yeah, I usually try to be asleep by midnight. Notepad by Microsoft. Wow. That's pretty hardcore programming in that, not gonna lie. You don't get all the cool colors like you get in VS Code. Right, so if I go text property, let's try and hook this up. I believe use ref is the thing for this. Of props dot I'll do const text set text equals use state and the default can be props.uproperty.get value. This is where you'll see my React knowledge fall short, but I think that is how I want to do it. And then value is text? No. No, that can't be right because that didn't. Random account, welcome back. Man, all you guys coming back day after day. That's cool to see. Ask to subscribe. Yeah, you're welcome to subscribe. We're making progress. How you doing, Random? Welcome in. I am yet again struggling with React, but getting there. How do you learn programming? That is such a loaded question, not gonna lie. That's I can say how I learned programming, I guess. I don't know how the best way to learn is, but I Googled how to make websites, the HTML, started with that, and then wanted to make games, so I Googled how Notch made Minecraft, which was my favorite game at the time, and that was in Java. So then I watched a bunch of YouTube tutorials to try and learn Java, and then from there just I don't know, just watch YouTube videos, slowly figure it out. But yeah, I don't know what the best way to learn programming is. Trial and error, I would say, honestly. Like, try to get the basics, but like literally just the basics, like what a variable is, what a function is and stuff. But then once you know the basics, just pick something you want to make and try and make it, and you probably will fail and not be able to make it, but you'll learn heaps trying. So yeah, I don't know. Python seems to be a pretty common language to start with. Oh, so Random, so you and Pixap will know each other. I see. You guys aren't watching this in school right now, I hope. Should be doing classwork. So yeah, this string didn't come through. Not sure why. Text. Undefined. Property name. Get current value. Why is parent object? Yeah, what is up with that? Parent object. I guess it's because it doesn't really know what like instance of the class it's on. Pixapple's random account. Okay, so this object is not the right object necessarily. Details panel, component details. We do have the component being passed down. Yeah, but then, okay, I see the problem. What's the entry point to the program in Typescript in C++, the main function? Well, it depends on what build startup you're using, but basically it's usually this, the HTML, index.html. So this is like the web document. And then you can see it loads a script here called main. So that's the entry point for the renderer, but it's a little more complicated because I'm using Electron, which is actually two separate processes, which is the renderer and the main process. The renderer is like the visuals. The main process is like the thing that creates, like, talks to your operating system basically. So with Electron, I think it I know it starts with this index.ts. So not a super clear answer to that. But yeah, if you're using Electron, it's here. Otherwise, if you're just making a normal website, it's usually the index.html. And then you include a script, and inside that script is your entry point. So yeah. So component property, I think what I should do, component property props, C property, do component here, and then force it to pass in the component as well. Props.component. And that way, in here, I can access get current value of, set current value of, and I can pass in the target object. There we go. Get current value of props.component. There we go. And then the property view component. Oh, we don't even use this function. I don't actually need that here. I learned HTML along with CSS, JavaScript, Python, Lua, C, and C++ basics. Nice. That's impressive. One I would add to the list, if you wouldn't mind, would be C#. Yeah, unrealistic engine. It's the name of my engine at the moment. Just a temporary name. We'll see how we go. But yeah, C# is a cool, super cool language. If you're ever looking to learn a new one. Get current value of property view props. So we're going to need the component here as well. This is also going to be unhappy, so component is props.component. There we go. Okay. Now if I breakpoint that, hopefully why is my breakpoint not hitting? Oh, because it's on the wrong component. Boot it up again. All I want to see is in this text property field that it shows the actual value that I've put in code, which is hello world. I go on sun, nice, it looks like it's gonna work. Yes, beauty. So hello world comes through. And now what I want to have happen is on change, is that a thing? Is it really on change? Or on text? Or on input? Console.log the whatever ASD is, because I'm not sure what comes through from that. You provided a value prop to a form field without an on-change handler. This result in a read-only field. Oh, right, so it is on change then. Change. So if I change it, oh yeah. Synthetic base event, what the hell is that? Where is the actual value though? What will be the extension name of developing games inside it? I don't know. Do you have any suggestions? I haven't really thought about that. What do you think would be cool? Change. Does that mean this is that? It does. What good is that though? Back to Google. Rect and change events. e.target.value, huh? Really? Yeah, that does actually appear to be working. Well, kind of working. I would have to do set text to e.target.value, I guess. Yeah, that's working, and now I just need to know that the sun value is actually changing. So I could do props.uproperty.set current value of props.component to e.target.value. Holy shit, that works. Are you reading messages through another screen? Yeah, I'm reading them from a little window like this. I guess I could put that on the screen somewhere actually. Like this. Do you plan to add webcam to the video so we can watch you live while coding? I thought about it. I actually have got a webcam right here, but I don't know. Don't know if it really adds a lot to the video, you know. I could do, I suppose, if it gets requested enough. Something like that. Cool, so this is saving. The sun actually has this. Oh, this is that song again that I don't like. Is it just me, or is that singing like not? Yeah, no. I'm good. Okay, what are we at? 9:55. Doing pretty well. So string is good. And saving. Now let me, if I put another, I don't really have another sun, do I? If I just do this dot spawn a new frictional light actor called like moon or something, that should have its own values. So if I do that and go back to sun, oh dear. So it works if I click off, it doesn't work if I stay on it. That's interesting. Do you know Tokyo Spliff? Yeah, I was watching his stuff at work today actually. He's pretty awesome. He's way better engine programmer than I am. I'm watching his Vulkan engine stream. And there was this, there's also this, I think newish YouTuber, similar type of videos if you like Tokyo Spliff. Let me find her. Her name is Sudo Love Me Baby. But yeah, she does engine dev videos as well. Definitely worth a look. But yeah, no, I do like Tokyo Spliff. Oh god. So what is the problem here? Why is this not initializing correctly? Because I thought when I click on a new thing it would be a new would get like reinitialized, but I guess not. And if it doesn't, I guess that means I need to use effects for mount. And then when it mounts, I don't know, like, am I supposed to do this or something? No, same problem. Subscribe, nice, yeah. She does awesome content. A lot funnier than I am. Very good watch. She's also doing Vulkan, C++. Okay, why is this text not using the right components? I guess I'll breakpoint it. Oh, I see the problem. When I switch between it, it doesn't even remount anything. Really? Why does it not remount? That's... is it because... I guess it's because this is only initialized once. It's a single... that's a little bit problematic, not gonna lie. It's the same, I think it's the same property view. So it's not even remounting anything. I mean, the property changes. But until I destroy and recreate the component, it doesn't update. Yeah, I do use calm music. Yeah, I try to make it quite chill because it's kind of late at night for me, so I just try to relax a little bit. This is how I unwind programming a game engine like some sort of psychopath. I don't know why that is relaxing to me, but yeah. Okay, this is a pain in the ass now. I guess the best thing to do is just commit and move on. Sort it out later. Alright, what is the next thing then? What do I feel like doing for a bit? I could mess with some 3D stuff, I guess. Now that I have selection going, I could see if I can select by clicking on stuff. Perhaps that could be fun. Alright, let's do that. So let's do something completely different for a little bit. So in the editor, somewhere, well, how do I do it here? Handle the mouse wheel, keyboard keys. Where do I handle the click though? That must be in the viewport itself. Yeah. I do it. So I could just say return after all that if p.button is 0. I think so. This is a right click, left click. Hopefully, I'm assuming 0. Maybe it'd be 1. And if I finish this, I might look at a console log actually, because it's annoying to have to keep bringing this thing up. Yep, left click. Right. How do I want to do this? Okay, so I believe there is a thing. A raycast helper. Which I'll just bring up on my second monitor and we can sort of implement from there. But basically I just need to shoot a ray from wherever my cursor is into the 3 scene and see what I hit. Okay, so apparently I need a damn, I don't have 3 here. Also, I'm not sure why I only had imported the vector type. That sorts that out. So yeah, if we use a 3 raycaster, and then raycaster.set from camera. I need the position const mouse or like cursor pose. Now just make that nothing. But yeah, the cursor position, and then I need the camera. Do I do anything with the camera here? No. Oh, wait. Yeah, window. Okay, window.camera. Nice. Okay. Okay, and then it looks like intersects is we just ask it to intersect with objects, and now I need the world, which I think I can get from world, and then dot render scene dot children. Hopefully that recursively does it as well. It's an optional, which means, what is that, false by default? Default is true, nice. Okay, so chill margin. And then we know what objects we hit, we just now need the active from them. So for like intersect stuff for each intersect index console.log intersect. Yeah, and then we just do the rendering and all that. So now I just need the cursor position. So in my head that should be input.mouse position or input.getMouse position, something like that. Yep, import from there, create that function, that static function. That is clearly not returning the right type. 3 dots 2 import all 3. Your previous live stream was less than 2 hours. This has, oh, I can't see because there's a stupid heart in the way. This has, oh, lasted longer. Yeah. Yeah, so I started slightly earlier. I am going to wrap up probably like by 1:30. But yeah, I just felt like doing a longer one today and had some time earlier, so I have to get up early in the morning, so I was keen to get this in a little bit earlier. Okay, so to get the position, I guess window.add event lister on what is it? Mouse move, I think, and then protected static on mouse move. I have no idea what the type will be there. Vector, and then I'll just console.log the. Let's see what's going on. What time is it where you guys are? Client X, client Y. X pos equals e dot client X const y pos e dot client Y, and then we'll keep a track of it here. Protected static mouse pos 3.vector2. U3 vector2 x pos y pos, and then this now can just return input dot mouse position. Okay, I think now we have a way to get the mouse. Yeah, input dot mouse position intersects. Okay, so now let's see if we get any prints when I click on the cube. Intersected with a camera helper. So we are getting intersections, but it's with this like preview thing, which shouldn't have collision. So I'll just disable that for now. Because I want to see if I'm able to hit these cubes and stuff. The answer is no. What? Nothing. Why is that then? That should be fine. Just to double check, I could go children equals world.getRenderScene. Yep. That is right. So why am I not getting any hits? Into 6. Oh, the position's probably off, isn't it? Is that near 0, 0? Oh yeah, no, that seems reasonable. And then about here. That seems reasonable. Oh, I see the problem. The pointer is supposed to get transformed. So const cast pos is going to be new 3.vector3. It looks like we normalized this for some reason. Pos.x divided by window.inner width, but that's also not right because it's a viewport times 2 minus 1. Yeah, so how do we actually get the size? I guess we do it in the render context. Do I have access to the canvas? I do. I do not. Okay. That's gonna have to go up here then. Whatever, just do it. It'll be fine. This exclamation point is just it's like a just trust me, bro. Basically like tells it to not tell me off when I use variables that might potentially be null. Okay, so now that we've normalized it, this is actually should be a +1 and this should be y. So I guess this is in clip space for some reason, but yeah, so if I pass that through, there's the position, check my log, dang it, still nothing. Maybe this is supposed to be window.inner width and inner height then. So they use this event instead. Maybe that matters. Mouse position, just log the shit out of that so I can see it. Okay, so that looks good. The positioning, so that means the problem has to be this. Basically should be -1 here. So So this would be like canvas dot parent element dot width. Yeah, I think that calculation must just be screwed up. That should be pretty close to 0, 0. Nah, and we got, wait, what's that? 2 for the y. Parent element, client, height. It's like 600-ish. God damn it. I had it backwards, did I? I think I did. I did. Oh my god. That's proper NDC now. So that's like 0, 0 is basically the center, and then X is -1 here, +1 here, and then Y -1 here, +1 here, I think. Oh, sorry, other way around. Y is minus at the bottom, yeah. Man, okay, cool. That's good though. I don't know if this is still quite right because it doesn't take into account this top part properly. But it does mean that I can click on the floor and I get whatever mesh, click on here and I get this mesh. Okay, so now we're almost there. If I just grab static mesh actor, static mesh component, and scene.add.getRenderMesh. This dot static mesh dot get render mesh dot or like owner equals this. Yeah, I think that's good. So now if I click on something, we should have an owner property. No. Yeah, owner property here. So it's under the object, has an owner, and we know what mesh it is. Okay. So now, oops, I don't mean to close everything. I'm gonna just do this last thing and then we should be done, I think, for the night. When we click something in the viewport and we get an intersection, hit actor is going to be intersect dot object dot owner. hit owner is undefined, then hit actor equals hit owner, because that will be an actor component. Dot get owner, which is the actor that was hit, and then if hit actor is not undefined, then window.editor.set selected actors to be hit actor. Wait, what? I just checked. There we go. Set selected actors and turn. For intersect of intersects. Let's convert it to a normal for loop, because then I can return here, and if nothing has returned by the time we get to the bottom, then we can set this to empty array. Potentially we might be able to select actors now. They'll only show, if it does work, it'll only change in the outliner. But I'll do a fancy outline around stuff later, so hopefully, so I can select stuff like this. If I click nowhere, unselects, click the cube, click the floor. Nice. This is working. I see. My actual targeting is actually slightly off. I need to properly take that into account. But yeah, it is actually working. Does that mean I can bring back my camera helper? Or do I still have to not use that? I can. Can indeed. It even doesn't crash if I click on the helper. Cool. All right. Well, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's been cool of you guys to come back and check me out again. But yeah, I'm gonna head off. Catch you all in the next stream.